STFC fans, we're here at Tilted Kilt, one of our sponsors, currently with Fabian Saldivar, Featherweight champion for the STFC. How you feeling, man?
What's up, man? I'm feeling good. Just training and trying to get ready for this fight and take care of business, you know?
How does it feel to be now the Featherweight champion for STFC?
You know, when it first happened, it was a lot of things. Like the first couple of days afterwards, you know, I got kind of more attention. Like everyone's like, "Oh man, so how?" And so it was more so then. But like as time went on, I feel like you know, like with any win, I think it.
So you say so now you say like people pay you. You feel that one attention? Like
yeah, like I mean, I come from a small town in Santa Rosa, so like you go around and people hear about it. And, like, hey Chip, and so it's cool, man. Like I'll go to a dollar store or something like that, or even to the convenience store, and they'll recognize me, say what's up, and it's a small town, like I said. So
yeah. And deep inside you, how does that make you feel?
It feels good, man. Honestly, like one of the coolest things that happened to me was there's a little cafe in Santa Rosa, and me and my family went to go have breakfast there. And when someone recognized me and they offered to pay for mine and my parents and my brother and our meal, so that was awesome. And I felt like real like proud that like I could do that for like my parents, and it felt good to like have that happen.
Man, we're weeks away from our fight. I mean, 2-3 weeks from now. How have you prepared yourself for this fight?
The same way, man. It's just training every day to learn new things, to just be a better martial artist. You know, that's what it's about. Like I'm not really focused on how his last fight went and all that. I have good training partners and they push me every day. So you know, that's all I'm focused on is training and training. That's it.
Speaking about your previous fight, I mean, you did take out one of a top contender that STFC had for a while. I mean, he had the current belt. I mean, how was that fight? Coming into that fight, how did you feel?
I felt good. It was my first time at 45, so I think maybe that was that took my mind off it being a title fight, because I was just thinking make the weight, because I had never cut to 45, and you know that's all I was kind of focused on leading to the fight, because I don't doubt my ability. I'm very confident in like what I do, and I think it shows like in the fights and how I fight and all that, and so I wasn't worried about like, you know, it being a championship fight or anything. It was just the weight. As long as the weight came off, I knew I was going to be able to perform.
So I don't know if you really want to talk about this, but you know, you got caught with that backspin. I mean,
yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Man, I stayed real relaxed in there, and I think I stayed too relaxed because we were clinched up, and it was just we disengaged, and he perfect, boom, and he caught me, and it was a flash, and then I hit the wall, and then I was like sinking down. I was like, uh-oh, I got to get close to him because he's gonna come in for the finish. And I didn't feel like.
But you came back. You came out of it pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I was worried about was staying close to him because I didn't want the referee to step in. Right. I wanted to stay close to him to make sure none of the shots were gonna be big, heavy ones. And then as soon as I saw opening, I started attacking his legs and trying to go for a takedown. And I think eventually he mounted me, and I do this escape kind of whenever we train. I sit up and I kind of stick my head out because I feel like I'm kind of difficult to choke. So I stick my head out, and he took the bait and goes for the guillotine, and I was able to reverse him and you know, end up on top and in the round on top too. And I thought I almost had that armbar there at the end.
Man, that was close. That armbar was very, very close.
Yeah.
How did that feel at that moment when you were about to lock it in and then the bell rings? How'd that feel, man?
I feel like maybe I should have maybe went for it a little bit earlier, but I don't like to rush things in there. Like, so it was just whatever he was giving me, that's what I was taking. And when it ended, I was like, all right, you know what? Nothing I can do about it. Next round. And when I got to the corner, they were like, "Are you okay? You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Like, I need to get back out there before." Cause I could feel him like getting tired. Like as I was on top, I knew that he wasted a lot of energy trying to finish the fight. So I wanted to get back in quick to try to capitalize on. Because I don't doubt my conditioning. Like we train hard at Cinco Elite, and you know, like I said, my training partners, they push me. Eli, Chris, Matt Torres, Mike Torres, like, man, all of us, we go hard. So I didn't doubt my cardio, and it was just a matter of pushing forward. Like after that, I was ready to go. Like at round 3, I was like, you know, let's keep going.
So how did it feel, man, to get your hand raised and get that belt around your waist?
Man, it felt really good. Like he was like a good opponent. Like he was like the hardest I've been tested, you know. So I picked him up, and I think I said I don't know if I don't know if he took it as a joke, but I put him on. I was like, "Hey, what'd you catch me with?" And he didn't. I heard him mumble something, and I think I said something like along the lines of "Don't do it again" or something like that. And that was it. And I don't know if he heard me or not. I mean, I know
that was during the fight. So and then you guys were kind of
chit-chatting. That was afterwards.
What about during the fight? Were y'all like kind of like mingling and chit-chatting between each other? Or what?
I was saying little things like, it's like, come on, like just little things like. I think I'm slowly getting my personality's coming out a little bit more during the fight, and always good, man. Yeah, and you know, I think it's gonna start showing more and more. In the beginning, I was a little nervous, and I wanted to take care of business, but which is, you know, first and foremost too, but also like it's what comes natural to me, and I'm kind of like that, you know. I'm a little bit of a talker.
You know, come February 27th, you know, Eduardo Bustos, he's next. Have you prepared yourself any different for this fight? How are you preparing yourself for this?
It's the same. Everything's the same. We're not, like I said, it's just adding more tools to the toolbox to try to use whatever I need to use to win. Because that's what it's about. To me, there's nothing else. There's no other thing but to win. There's no other option. That's all. That's all there is to me. I'm not hoping to win. I'm not thinking I could win. It's gonna happen. Like
right. What camp are you training off of right now?
Cinco Elite with Eli Rodriguez is my head coach, and Chris Cortez also another one of my jiu-jitsu coaches. And like I said, we got a lot of people training there. Actually, two of my other training partners are going to be on the same card, Mike Torres and Frank Hernandez. And both of them are really, really good. So
what do you know about your next opponent? Do you know anything about him?
I know he's undefeated. I know he's got curly hair. That's about it. I'm not.
All right. So okay, talking about the curly hair, man. What's up with your hair? Hey, every time you go into the ring, it's like super slick, man. And you're actually, I could even say that he comes out of the ring with his hair like slick. Tell me a little bit about your barber, man.
His name's Armand. He's there at Harlingen, and he hooks it up, you know. And I got to sport out. I got to look good whenever, you know, I do work. So
I heard it's kind of like a little tradition before your fights or before your weigh-in. You go and cut your hair?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have to. I mean, the weigh-ins, everything's gonna, there's crazy cameras on you.
Big exposure.
Oh, yeah, and you gotta look good, you know? And that's, you know, I didn't really used to care about that kind of stuff. I don't know, it kind of just happened. And cause I used to have, it was just to shave my head. Like, I was like, man, whatever, like, it didn't matter. But, you know, I picked up a few things that, like soccer players have real nice, you know, haircuts. I was like, you know, I need to step up my game.
Right. You're now the base, the image for STFC. you know, how much weight does that come upon you? Like, you know, how does that make you feel? Is it something like shit, you know, is it more pressure for you, or is it just the same, or how does that make you feel?
I feel like any pressure that I feel it's good. It's just a driving factor in like what I want, which is to be the best. Like that's just like winning. That's all there is to me. It's just keep climbing until, you know, you're considered the best. That's why I think anyone in this sport is doing it, because you want to be the best. You don't do this kind of stuff just to do it. Hey, if you are, then you're in it for the wrong reasons. Because to me, the way I was brought up, my dad, it's whatever you do, you're doing it to be the best. You're not doing it like, oh, you know, this is just for fun and stuff like that. Like if I ever did anything, any kind of sport, it was, you know, be the best. You know, MVP was always the target. My dad was like, you know, you did good this game, you scored 20-some points, but you know, you missed this, you missed that. Let's go work on that. Like right after the game too, we would go and practice. It's just something that my family.
Speaking about family and stuff, you come from a family that has served, right? And you also served. Tell me a little bit more about that real quick.
Well, my grandpa was in the Air Force, and I have a lot of uncles and that also served, and cousins that are currently serving or have served. And I did my 4 years in the Marine Corps, and you know, that honestly that also was another thing that, because being in the Marines, being a Marine, there's always a chip on your shoulder. Like if you talk to a Marine, they're gonna let you know that they're a Marine, that they're the best out of, you know, they're very like
hungry.
Very, yeah, like they're gonna let you know, you know. And
speaking about hungry, look.
Yeah.
Get our food.
You're welcome. Brushes and napkins. You're welcome. Brushes and napkins. Enjoy.
Wow, okay, thank you. Hey, where else to get this stuff from Tilted Kilt? What do you think, man?
This looks good. I'll be honest with you. I can't eat this. It looks good too, but
you can eat that. I know you can eat that.
No, I can't eat.
No, you can eat that. The celery, though.
Oh,
you
the celery? Yeah, but
that's what you can eat.
This is what looks good, though.
Yeah.
This looks all right.
Yeah. Chad, what is this? What is this, Chad?
Those are just the regular hot wings, Kilt burner wings, and these are the new boneless flavors that we have.
Boneless wings, we got over there. Salad with.
These I could probably eat maybe at the after party, maybe after we get the win.
After we get the win.
Yeah, and then I'll munch on a few of these, but not too many. I don't want to.
My next question to you is, you know, as a MMA fighter, and we'll close with this for now. As an MMA fighter here in the Valley, you know, we've seen many fighters from STFC that have actually gone to the UFC. You as a fighter, how does that make you feel, knowing that?
Honestly, when I see people that have made it from where I'm at to the UFC, it drives me. I'll see them on TV. I'll see Diego. I'll see Frank, El Goito, and I'll watch them. And before, when I used to watch UFC, I used to just watch and try to take what I can from the fights. But now when I watch it and I see these guys that were in my position, I'm not just watching anymore. I'm sizing up that's my weight class, That means, how do I think I could do against them? And it's a little different, and it's motivating to see them in there and doing well,
Right.
And like I said, I don't doubt my abilities, so that's my goal is to get in there and do what they're doing,
Right. STFC right now is the best MMA company here in the Valley. I mean, but what do you think we should do as a company to be able to offer more exposure for you guys as a fighter?
Honestly, the show's awesome. I've been to other shows down here, and STFC is the emotion, just everything's awesome. It's a bigger space. You got the the big screen showing. So if you don't get like up there in the seats, you know, you can still watch like on the big screen. One thing I would like to see, like maybe bring in some other fighters from outside of the valley, because most of my opponents.
Some of your opponents have been from out of the valley.
Actually, I've only fought one guy from down here, Mark Betran. And I'm sorry, and George Power.
You prefer to fight people from?
In the end, it doesn't matter, but I know that we have a lot of talent down here in the valley. Like a lot. Like I've trained with a few people. I've trained with Victor Martinez, and man, I want to see us make it. You know, I want to see us get more exposure and get into the UFC. So I would rather, you know, fight people from other places. I mean, from the world too. I mean, we got people from Brazil fighting the STFC. Carlos Diego's from Brazil,
right,
fighting for the STFC. So some people from, you know, I don't know. Like my next one's from Mexico. So
yeah. So how do you feel? I mean, you have any words for him?
No, you know, honestly, whenever I was at his last fight, and I was like watching the fight, and he won, and I was talking to my buddy next to me, and I heard him say something, campeón, and I was like,
campeón, champion.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, I started paying attention, and then so I don't think he kind of called me out, and it kind of made me upset, and I was like, man, like that's messed up, like getting kind of angry and upset, but honestly, I thought about it. I was like, you know what? That's awesome. He said he wants to fight the best, and right now, you know, I'm the best. So he's gonna.
And here it is to prove it, guys.
He's gonna get it, you know, and it's my job to. I mean, everyone's been saying like, you know, you have the belt now. Nothing's gonna be. There's no more easy fights. Like everything's gonna be hard. But my goal is to make it look easy, you know, because like I said, I want to keep moving up and moving up. And he's undefeated, and if I can make this, you know, look easy, it's gonna help me just, you know, move up.
So is this gonna be an easy fight or a showstopper? Where is it gonna be?
I don't plan on anything.
You have no predictions.
I never have any predictions to the way the fight's gonna go. Obviously, I'm always looking for the finish. Like I don't. One thing I do look for or do predict is just creating openings. That's all I want to do is create openings and opportunities to finish the fight, because I've been in one decision in my career and it didn't go my way, and I don't want that, because it takes it out of your hands and into whoever's judging, and you know, I don't like that. I wanna be the judge.
All right. Well, appreciate it, man. Thanks for your time. Let's eat some grub. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, for watching this segment with Fabian Saldivar. On the bottom of the screen, you'll see our Facebooks for STFC. Go in there, tag us, like us, everything you can do for G Multimedia, also for Tilted Kilt. And then Fabian, what's your Facebook?
Fabian Anthony Saldivar. That's just look me up on Facebook, Instagram. You know, just help me out any kind of way y'all want. So
any shout outs to family or?
Yeah, of course, I gotta say what's up to my grandpa Felipe, my mom Diana, and my dad, and my little brother.
How about them sponsors?
Of course, I got Arturo Chapa Construction. I got Quad Force Fitness helping me out. I got Valley Core, JP helped me out, and of course my gym, Cinco Elite. You know, without them, I don't have a place to train. You know, and got beasts there. So we'll see. All of us are gonna be representing that night.
All right. Well, once again, guys, thanks. Tilted Kilt. I'm about to eat some Philly cheesesteak sandwich, and also STFC with this STFC Insider. Pito, Javi, Raul, guys, awesome job. Let's keep going.